Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Ask Rebecca radio show. Thanks for joining me. I hope everyone is doing well and thriving as much as possible during this time. I know that it can be difficult to focus on positive outcomes when so much is unknown during this time. And, you know, my advice is the more that you can embrace being present in the moment and focusing on the positive things in your life, the better off your mental and emotional state will be. Use any challenges as a catalyst for change and growth. Get outside in the sun and the fresh air. Move your body by going for a walk. Sit in the sun and read a book while you soak up some vitamin D. Vitamin D is so important for maintaining your entire endocrine system. It balances your hormones, metabolism, thyroid, and so much more. And the majority of the population is vitamin D deficient. And right now, with everyone, you know, feeling afraid to really go outside and be out and about, I'm sure there's plenty of people that are kind of locking themselves in their homes and not getting outside. Well, go in your backyard, get in the sun, because, you know, we are deficient in this. And the only way to get enough vitamin D is by getting exposure to the sun. And doing that without some sunblock. So even 20 minutes or so will get you a little bit of vitamin D. And the only other way really to get efficient enough vitamin D is through supplements. You can't get enough of it through food. That's a myth. So do some research on that, especially if you've been feeling down and fatigued and sluggish and just feeling kind of blah. A lot of times that has everything to do with a vitamin D deficiency. So get outside for at least 20 minutes or so without sunblock. Let's do a quick moment of Zen to help put a little pep in your step and get the energies moving that might have been stuck inside of you during this time. Close your eyes, open your palms, and allow yourself to be open to receive. I'm going to be connecting with your higher self and calling on your team of guides to help energetically clear any blocks, emotional residue, and or negative attachments in your physical body and light bodies. This will help raise your vibration, expand your consciousness, and increase your awareness in order to help prepare your soul for ascension. And that the ascension is really you working through your baggage, right? It's really becoming aware of what you're thinking and what you're feeling, what your beliefs are, why you do the things that you do, why you say the things that you say, why you become triggered by other things that other people do. So ascension is all about you learning and understanding yourself and mastering yourself. And it's vitally important right now. It's very important. So I'm going to help you basically bring awareness to yourself. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, relaxing as much as possible with every exhalation, and then I'll let you know when to open your eyes. All right, let's open our eyes. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be receiving some energy work tonight while you're sleeping. So I feel like some of you need to shift some denser energies that are stuck inside of you right now. So I do feel like you're going to be going through some stuff this evening while you sleep. You may feel that through vibrations in the body. You might have some hot flashes, maybe some cold flashes, things like that that are really going to move the energy around. All right, let's get into what you can expect from today, May 12th, through to May 19th as an overall theme, and then areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. General themes. Today, we are officially in Venus retrograde, but we've been experiencing this energy for about a month now. So if you've been going through relationship stuff, money stuff, and insecurities, you know why, because that is everything to do with the planet Venus. And it's time to heal old hurts so that you can fully embrace love by allowing yourself to open your heart. It's time to shift your perspective from lack to abundance by realizing money is not the only form of abundance and learning to love yourself before expecting someone else to love you. And we're going to be in this energy until the end of July. So you're going to see more stuff coming up with relationships, money, love, money, and again, self-esteem, self-confidence, mastering yourself, self-love, all of it tied into yourself and people outside of yourself. Part of this retrograde energy for the week will also be teaching you compassion. And compassion is the genuine caring for others as if they were your own self. Compassion comes about by putting yourself into another person's point of view so that you can see and feel what motivates their actions. And compassion dissolves the illusion of separation and brings you into deeper states of oneness. And when you truly understand that we are all part of one being, God, universe, source, or infinite intelligence, whatever you identify with, we are part of this. We are part of God. Then compassion comes naturally. So when you can see yourself in others and you can see the divine in others, it makes it that much easier to be compassionate and understanding. So I decided to pull 2 cards this week for everyone from my Peru deck. And the first card that I pulled is called Forlorn Fragment. And forlorn basically just means abandoned, deserted, sad, or lonely, isolated in some way. And here's what this week may have in store for you based on this card pull. There is a forlorn fragment of your being who is feeling abandoned and alone. It's calling out for your attention to find it, heal it, love it, and merge it into the whole. Or you're allowing a fragment of your being to take control of the whole. Either way, you need to locate the fragment that is feeling separate and bring it into oneness. Or you feel that a part of you is missing but don't consciously know what it is. This may be an ancient part of you or a new level of your being that is being revealed to you. Or lastly, you are now integrating your forlorn fragments into your full being. And sometimes that missing piece really is tied to our inner child, right? It's really tied to something from the past. So really do a little bit of digging. These things will more than likely come up into your awareness on its own without you having to do too much work. But if you're aware of the energies that are around, it's going to be easier to work through this and not get hung up on things that might be coming up to be healed. Those fragments of yourself that feel abandoned and feel, usually it's the little girl inside of us or the little boy that felt, rejected or hurt at some point growing up. So expect that to be coming about this week. The other card that I pulled is called the Jewel in the Crown. It says, visualize a crown with empty settings where the jewels belong. Each of us is a jewel in the crown. To place our jewels into these empty settings, we must first fully emerge as true ones. Then as a king of kings or a queen of queens, masters of service and embodiments of pure heart love, we take our appointed positions as jewels in the crown, sharing responsibility with gentle authority. Once the jewels in the crown are in their rightful settings, all things are possible. This week, you are stepping into your true position and becoming a jewel in the crown. And basically what the King of Kings or Queen of Queens means, it's you really embodying the feminine aspects of the feeling and being, the nurturing, the compassion, and then the masculine side, the doing, the thinking, the providers. So it's really about mastering yourself and embodying love that you then are going to share with others. So again, it's all about this Venus energy with love and money and, self-respect and self-love and our self-esteem. So a lot of this stuff is going to all tie in together and it'll all make sense. On May 14th, Jupiter is in retrograde until mid-September, and Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion. With it slowing down, the expansion of forward momentum in your life will also come to more of a crawl, which is going to allow you time to sort out what needs changing, what needs releasing, and what needs letting go of that's keeping you from living your best life and being the best version of yourself. So that, again, I feel is something that is almost going to happen very naturally coming into your reality through your interactions with people, or whether you're sitting in stillness. Either way, these things are going to be coming up. And once Jupiter does go direct again, only the positive areas of your life bring more of the positive luck, more of the forward momentum, and the expansion that you actually want to be receiving. This way, you're empowering the positive parts of your life that you want versus the negative parts. So really allow yourself to do the work. Work through this stuff. It really isn't going to be as bad as you think. Yeah, emotions and feelings, they suck, okay? They suck, especially if it's sad feelings or grief or anger or frustration. Those are hard emotions, but once you allow them to move through you and you release them and you bring awareness and love, you're going to integrate that, and then you're not going to be feeling as triggered, and you're going to master yourself more. And, you know, trust me, I promise you, you will feel amazing if you let yourself go there. Those of you that have been listening to me for a long time and that know me personally and that are my clients, you know that I haven't had an easy road. I've dealt with a lot of grief. I lost my son last year. But all those things, I had a choice to let it bring me down and be depressed and be miserable and not move forward with my life. Or I had the choice to take that pain, heal it, move forward, and help empower and heal other people through that process while healing myself at the same time. So use these challenges for expanding the positive aspects. Now, this week, some of you could receive recognition for a job well done on previous projects, and or something else that you've been working on comes to fruition. And some of you will also be embracing wisdom that you've gained over the years from trials and tribulations and just aging, right? With like every passing year, we're learning something. And don't get hung up on the age and the number. Get hung up on how you feel inside, and really, you know, the things that you've learned and the wisdom. Like, wisdom is just so powerful in itself. Focus on that, and again, not on the negative side of, oh God, I'm aging, I'm getting older. We are all getting older. I'm going to be 46 this year. So, you know, it is what it is. But just embrace it, and you'll feel amazing by doing that. The other part of this energy is there's going to be a lot of positive energy around feeling satisfied, accomplished, and content. You're basically reconnecting with your joy, you're finding your purpose, and you're going to have a lot of positive energy here that's coming in as well, even though we're doing a lot of personal growth type work. And even though we're still in this unusual time of being forced, you know, to be in stillness, really, forced to be in our homes and forced downtime, we have planets in retrograde that can help us give into too much relaxation and just being miserable, right? Like, it will be easy to connect with feeling sorry for ourselves, feeling like crap, not feeling motivated, looking at the doom and gloom scenario, connecting with the fear. We don't want to do that, right? It's going to be important that you remain somewhat disciplined and put effort into your life, like getting very clear and specific about your goals and the plans for the future. We're not going to be stuck like this forever. Sure, we have to roll with the changes, and we're going to adapt and improvise and all of that stuff, but you want to be ready when that time comes. So don't sit around feeling sorry for yourself. Figure out some positive things that you could be doing, things that you've wanted to get accomplished, whether it's around the house or with yourself or what you want to work on. If you hate your job and you realize, like, yeah, I would think I want to find a new job. These are all things that you're going to be able to work through, and this is a great week to get started on that energy. This week can also bring about the realization that you've been identifying yourself by your outer accomplishments without recognizing who you are on the inside and how much value that has. Your happiness and success, it's not built on what you're doing. It's not built on the job that you have, the education that you have. Some of those things right now are really revealing themselves to not be beneficial in any way, right? Because of what's happening. So it's really important to figure out how to cope with life, right? That is what's important. Your strength on the inside, who you are on the inside, how you choose to go through life. So it's really important to cultivate a positive attitude. Work, for those of you that are currently employed, some of you will finally realize work is not your whole life. Some of you will realize that you can't please everyone. Some of you will realize you're doing the best that you can, and that is good enough. Feel good about that. Some of you will receive help from an older masculine energy. Some of you will be putting in extra effort to prove your loyalty and your worth to your current employer, and that's going to benefit you greatly. Those of you that are looking for a job, I'm feeling job searches in full effect. If you take a methodical and disciplined approach to your job search, I do feel like you will find work a lot quicker than what you thought. Love, for those of you in committed relationships, some of you will realize love doesn't complete you. Your job is to complete yourself. Others will struggle with being willing to talk and really listen to their partner. And those with high expectations of love to just happen and not do their part will have some realizations and possibly a rude awakening around your unrealistic expectations. And some of you will be struggling in your relationships due to work-related issues. Those of you that have been doing the work and going through stuff, you're going to find more of this blissful energy with love. You're reconnecting, you're just enjoying each other's company, you're exploring new things together. So there's a lot of positive energies if you are in a positive place within your relationship. Those of you that are single and dating and looking for love, the words that kept coming to mind were action, action, action is needed on your part to put yourself out there with an open heart. And some of you could meet someone new who you may perceive as being better than you due to either the job that they have or the amount of income that they have. So don't do that. Don't compare yourself. You are worthy, okay? You are worthy of love. Finances. Action is needed to understand exactly where you are financially and be willing to do your part to make plans and set goals. That's really a message for everyone. And some of you are, some of you or someone close to you may be struggling with feeling like a failure due to facing some financial hardships and challenges. Help them see their worth and understand your own worth. It's really about working on shifting your perception. Health, some of you will be facing and venting your negative feelings in order to release stress. Just do it in a healthy way and not by attacking others. Some of you could be stuck in your own head this week, feeling like a failure or beating yourself up over past mistakes. And some of you are following through with lifestyle changes that you've recently made, and you're doing a fantastic job of improving your overall health. You're going to be feeling pumped and good, and I think that's beautiful. Spirituality, it's a very spiritual time, and with the energies around, everyone will have the capacity to grow exponentially. So take advantage of this time by learning new ways to deal with the pressures, the challenges, and the stresses of life, because those are constant. It's not changing. You've been dealing with them your whole life. So work on figuring out a better way to handle those things. Practice meditation and work on mastering your thoughts and emotions. They shouldn't be controlling you. You should be controlling them. Do what you can. Be easy with yourselves and with others. That wraps up the intuitive messages for everyone this week. Let me get to my caller. I have Jen in Sapulpa. I hope I pronounced that. Sapulpa, Oklahoma?
Sapulpa, yeah, correct.
Okay, so I didn't butcher it too bad. Hi, how are you? How can I help you today?
Good, how are you, hon? I was just kind of seeing if you have any readings or anything for the future, or I have some past loved ones that just recently passed, and I didn't know if I had a message or something that needed to come through from them. So.
Okay, yeah. Let me see what I pick up on, and then we'll see. We can call in some of your loved ones to see if anybody has any messages.
Thank you.
Okay, so there's a feeling of maybe recently you've kind of been feeling like, I don't know, I just feel like maybe there's a part of you that feels like everybody else is doing way better than what you're doing. So I feel like you've maybe been just beating yourself up in different ways. But that energy, I think you're also feeling is starting to shift. So you're going to start feeling more secure. And I also feel like you're going to begin to see some really concrete prospects coming your way. So there's a lot of positive new beginning type energy that's trying to come into your life where you're going to just start to feel more confident and renewed, right? So it's almost like
yes.
Yeah, it's almost like you had to go through a destruction phase in order to then feel more renewed. So all of that is coming about right now, and you're going to start seeing more of that manifesting with literally every week that passes. You're just going to start feeling better and better and better, and like your confidence is really going to be shining through. I'm not sure what your job situation is, but I feel like you've been feeling stuck in this area of your life. Does that resonate with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last piece of what you were saying.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was starting to cry a little bit.
Okay, so that resonates with you, right? You've been feeling like you're in the work area of your life. It's just feeling like maybe you've been stuck and things haven't really been moving forward. So
right, correct.
Yeah, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of new opportunities that literally pop up out of nowhere. So it feels like random things, like maybe you're out at the store and you run into someone and they're like, oh my God, we have this position that's open and we really need someone, and then you end up getting the gig, right? So it's really important that you're out and about once all of this virus stuff passes, that you're really connecting with people, because it feels like opportunities just coming out of the blue, out of nowhere.
Wow, okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Is there any specific question that you have around work at all?
No, actually, I've secluded myself here lately, and I've been doing that, staying at home, and I've been fighting a battle within myself of all the destruction, like you said, that I went through to get to where I'm going to actually become who I am today. And I'm just kind of curious if I'm on the right path. So you're spot on. So thank you.
Oh, yeah. You are totally on the right track. Like, everything that you have gone through is not in vain, and the work that you're actually doing is going to benefit you big time. So for you, this is really a foundational year, and next year is going to be more of a forward, like that's where you're really going to see a lot of things manifesting more solidly. But this rest of the year is the foundation of everything, where you're lifting yourself up out of the shadows of, like the out of the destruction, like out of the chaos. Now I feel like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, good. So even financially, you stress about money a lot. Even before this time period, I feel like that is also going to be shifting. Something comes through that's really going to allow you to breathe easier. And then there's something about, is your grandmother passed away on your, I feel like it's on maybe on your mom's side?
It could be my great-grandmother.
Okay,
my
yeah.
grandmother.
So great grandmother on your mom's side, does that resonate with you?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's someone on your mom's side, feminine energy, and she's coming in and she's talking about that you've kind of been holding yourself back, especially in the area of love.
Yeah. I tried.
Yeah, she's. Mm. So what she's saying is like you've got to allow yourself to take the chance to be more vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm trying to sort out exactly what she's saying here. Okay, so you've had a lot of trauma in the love area, is what she's making me feel like, and you're working through some of the childhood traumas and past relationship stuff that you've been in and been witness to. And as you're letting your walls come down and be more vulnerable, she's saying that is when all of a sudden it almost feels like just magically you're going to be receiving more love. So if you are currently in a relationship, it's going to improve. If you're not in a relationship, because I can't tell, because when I connect with you, I just feel like some of your pain, which makes me feel like you're in a relationship, but I almost feel like you're not.
Yeah, I am. But right now, most of my pain is in a different area. But I understand exactly what you're talking about.
You guys are separate.
Yeah, we're on and off. Yeah, correct. We have been for quite a while.
Yeah. So with that, there's some vulnerabilities, there's some stuff that you've got to work through, and she's saying then things will work out, but she's not guaranteeing that it's going to work out with this guy. I almost have a feeling like she's trying to say you've got to let go of this guy and move forward. And Jen, I do have to go. Thank you for calling in. I hope I was able to give you a little bit of insight. Everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Bye.